Hello good people and pinball fans, it's Nick here and we're looking at Pinball Arcade, a game called Centigrade 37 on the PlayStation 4. Published by Farsight Studios in 2017, it's table pack 56 of Season 6. Yes, we have reviewed quite a lot of tables. If you're into early tables, then this one's for you. It's based on the real life table by Gottlieb from 1977. Yes, a very early table. Had units of 1,600 produced and 37 degrees centigrade is the average body temperature for a normal human. So there we go. Yep, it's lots of bells and whistles that you'd sort of like expect of a table of this era. There's a thermometer, it's on the back glass but represented on the top left here, and that advances when various targets of the playfield are hit. So you could say this is a fantasy stroke sci-fi theme, but it's nice and gentle, lots of classic graphics, I would say. Not sure how many of these tables are still in operation in the real world. 1,600 to start off with anyway. I'd imagine maybe just a handful perhaps in museums. But this is the digital world and here we go. Right, go, go, go. There's a lot of older tables in Season 6 and I quite like them because what tends to happen is the, oops, it drained straight away. The rules are more straightforward to follow, they're not that complicated, and you tend to get 5 balls rather than 3. Something seemed to change in the 80s there. There's some targets on the left, we have to hit all of those and then hit the ball in that right section you can see with the 2 green lights. But I'm not doing very well. I need to nudge the table more. 3 pop bumpers up the top. Not a great deal to do, so it's nice and gentle. It's almost as if you could make this yourself, really, a DIY. No electronics. Now we've got all the goal free complete, whatever that was. We've got all the targets down. We need to reset them now to get this going around again. I think there's a switch just below those targets, potentially I can hit. Right, we've got 2 green lights at the top there. Right, they're up, so we lit everything there. Hooray! Now we have to do the whole thing again. Oh, that's a terrible drain there on the right. Check out my score, 31,710. If we get good at it, it will go right round the clock and start from 0 again. A bit of a flaw in the design, but our points still count in terms of the high score chart. Bing, bing, bing. This is lovely, this game. It's not too stressful at all. A nice recreation. Just 2 flippers on this one. No elaborate skill set needed. A lot of it is just luck, I think, with this one. Goal 4 complete. Cool, we're doing the goals, aren't we? I don't know who that woman is below. I don't know what the storyline of this. Maybe they're experimenting. Maybe they don't want average body temperature above 37 degrees. But if you take anything away from this video, if you're ever in a pub quiz or in a bit of trivia contest, you'll know that body temperature is roughly 37 degrees. Well done. It's not 100 degrees, don't pick that, that's boiling. And it's not 0, or else your blood will turn into frozen ice, and that's the end of that game. 71,360. Goes on this will tend to be quite quick. We'll have a few goes and then we'll leave it, but nice graphics there. Look at that font, that's quite cool. Centigrade 37. It's a bit like a Flash Gordon era. Early TV space operas. Bim, 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 bim. There's lots of women on this. Well, 2. Oh, so, yeah. Not lots then. I think they're experimenting on something. Is that a burning eyeball in the middle? A number 7 ball's burning. There's flames coming off the top. It's not happy. If you know the story behind Centigrade 37, then let me know. All I know is it's Gottlieb in 1977 and I was just, well, a wee nipper back then. I didn't know what was going on. They say the human brain doesn't forget anything at all. It's in there somewhere, but I can't remember anything below the age of 10. I'm sure something must have happened, something important. No, nothing at all. So I was at school for all those years, I can remember the odd lesson, but where did all that knowledge go? God knows. I need to defrag my brain. Right, we're on ball 4 here already, me talking around. So this goes worse than last time. It's quite well designed. There's no ramps there, but there's a lot of places for the ball to go around the back of things. But there we go, goal 1 complete. But mainly it's just hitting those targets and those green dots there. I've got 3 of the 4. That must be relevant. No! Damn. So 1 ball left. Let's see if I can get all those 4 green lights lit. Are you a fan of this table? Do you like the more gentler tables of this era, or do you like the really complicated ones that started later on? No voices or music on this. Oh, and I've done it again. 44,010. That wasn't very good. Right, come on then. This will be the good goal. This will be the last goal. Maybe. Kapow! I do like a bit of pinball. If you're into pinball as well and want to see lots of pinball reviews, if you click on playlist, if you click on my channel, then there is a playlist called Pinball, and it will show you all the pinball tables we reviewed so far, mainly on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, Zen Pinball 2 and the Pinball Arcade. But there are a few Spectrum ones there, the odd Game Boy Advance one, and also on the Commodore Amiga, Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies, which are pretty nifty. Check those out. To the uninitiated, it does seem like it's just someone hitting a ball around the table, but each table do have their own unique rule set, and in particular these Pinball Arcade ones, they're all based on real life tables, so there's a bit of nostalgia there as well, and a bit of history if you're into the history of retro gaming. It's all important. It all adds up to a big whole. Right, how are we doing? Now all those targets are down. Targets down. Right, we've already beaten last score from last time. And we've got ball 3 still in play. And then 4 and 5 still to go. So let's try and make this last a bit of time. It's all about predicting where the ball's going to go before it gets there. So you can nudge it before it drains. So if you see it's following a path you've seen before, it's led to drain. Nudge it for all you're worth without tilting the table. Boom. Right, I've only got one of those green lights lit. I must be doing something wrong. Oh, a few targets left, isn't there? That's probably why. Bim, bim. I'm going to be hearing these in my sleep. There's a few tables that sound very similar to this. Hey. 93,000. Now watch, the clock's going to go right round here. Yep, it's gone right round. And that might have been one of the goals. Goal 5, make the clock go right round. So it says 11,000, but really it's 100 and, well, 100, well, I can't keep up with it. 122,000 now. Boom, boom, boom. The thermometer isn't going very high, is it? I need to hit more targets, but everything's lit there. Nice colours. Diddly-ding, ding-diddly-ding, etc., etc. The table after this, in Season 6, is Doctor Who, Master of Time. We've already reviewed one Doctor Who table, which was pretty complicated, although it was quite good in theme. This one, well, it's an extension of that. The first Doctor Who table covered 7 Doctors. In the review, I think I said 6, but it was 7. And then the next Doctor Who table, Masters of Time, has all the Doctors after that. Oops, so 8 through to 12 at the moment. What are we on? Ball 5. Oh dear. Those pop bumpers are different sizes, aren't they? It's a larger one and 2 smaller ones just above it. The ball can get stuck behind there for a little while, getting some points. Not that time. So I think you understand the rules of this straight away, don't you really? Hit all the targets, as many as you can, not just those ones there. Then get them reset, hit the ball up that ramp at the top right, and that's game over again. 164,000, well, I can't argue with that. That's pretty good scoring. N, N, N. That's normally my moniker when I play these games. Good. Yeah, well, I don't know. Shall we have another go at this? I'm in two minds, really. Yeah, let's just have another quick go. I might even beat 164,000 this time. It's quite addictive, so let's give it another shot. But this will definitely be the last go, like I told you the last time. Boom! We'll try this view this time, a little bit closer. Will that make it any easier? Maybe. Oof. You certainly see a bit more of a table on this view, although it does elongate the table a little bit, and it does come at you a bit quicker. Compared to the PlayStation 4, the ball looks a bit darker due to shadowing, but the tables never take any damage because they're super digital. Boom, boom, boom. Right, this is ball 1. That was ball 1. Goodbye, ball 1. It was nice to have known you. Ball 2. Bounces off the pop bumpers up the top there. Why did I have another go for? Right, ball 3. Can 3 do better any... There. Can do better any... What? I can't talk. Can it do better than balls 2 and 1? That's what I was trying to say. Damn, my gameplay's gone and my voice is gone and that's drained. Nick. So, pinball can be quite a cruel game. You could feel on top of the world and suddenly it makes you look like a complete idiot and everything goes wrong. Maybe it's for the best. My body temperature seems a little bit higher than 37 at the moment now. No. I was going to drain. Right, let's see if we can do it all on the last 2 balls. I doubt we'll get 160,000. I don't know though. The score seems to be rocketing up again. Get some motion getting the targets, then the other bits after that. Keep an eye on it. 57,000. Boof. Right, can we get up to 100,000? That'll be a good save. The targets have reset themselves here, or the drop targets have. So, in summary of this game, you have to watch the ball drains. Apart from that, if you can get that sorted out, you could be having quite long goes on this one. It does seem to be fairly easy to learn, eventually to learn how the ball goes. And it's last ball, and then it'll be the end of the review, I promise. I always aim to have these reviews a minimum of 10 minutes, the pinball ones at least. Unless I'm doing really well. This I'm sort of doing average, I guess. It's alright for a first or second go. The real life tables are always a little bit more tricky than the Zen Pinball 2 fantasy tables, although I think Farsight have tweaked some of them to make it a little bit more easier on home systems. As I said, this is on the PlayStation 4, but is available on Steam as Pinball FX, oh dear, and also Xbox One. 105,000 wasn't quite as good that time. Well, this time we'll definitely leave it there. Hope you liked having a look at that one. That was the Pinball Arcade Centigrade 37 on the PlayStation 4, published by Farsight Studios in 2017, and based on, Season 6, Table Pack 56 of that series, based on the real-life table by Gottlieb in 1977. Thank you for watching that one as always. If you've got any comments about this table or any others in the series, then please put them below. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.